Sorry about that. But that just kind of set up a screen to where like the War Dancer couldn't just dart around and get over here in the backfield, and forced him to go kind of the direction you want to be pushing. So that's a good, that's a step in the right direction. You need to start worrying about this tree man though. Usually what I like to do is stick a little lineman right next to him. Tree man can't dodge away, he has an agility of 1, and he's gonna fail his take root sooner or later. Damn it, my thing is gone again. But if you look here, what's gonna happen next turn is this tree man is probably gonna walk right up against these orcs right here. And kinda, like, they're not pinned there. This guy is, but I mean, it's risky at best. Up here, this is a nice cage. You got a guy kinda inside of it, but he still has to make that ridiculous dodge to get to the ball carrier, and then he's still at a -2 block. He shouldn't have followed up there. If you look, like, no, there's the take root, look at that. If you look though, this guy has all the options to get away, and your guy, if he wants to keep your guy there, he can. This is another one of those options. Ooh. And this is where you see Elves get absolutely crushed. He failed a dodge roll over here and had to reroll it because it was way too early in the turn to be turning over the ball. But at the same time, this failure right here leaves so many people just out to dry. Orc player here is going to get 4 or 5 blocks, which is going to lead to more hurt elves. I mean, that's the risk you take as elves. Like, you can have like this impenetrable like kind of flowing defense right up until you get a turnover. I mean, those snake eyes, like, you think they don't happen often, but when they do happen, you lose. So we'll see how this goes. They're playing a 2-minute game this time, so I'm kind of having to rush a little bit in my analysis. So you'll see me make a lot more mistakes here. And conversely, you'll probably see them make a lot of mistakes as well. This could have been a good blitz. He knocked that guy away, kept a tackle zone on him, and now he's going to come like over here. Yeah, right here. Now this War Dancer has to make a dodge and like leap at a -2 die block to get So I don't know why he keeps following him, because now, like I said, this guy could always get away, you know. So now this guy can just run, run up the field. Like, he wasn't, like, he was doing a better job keeping this guy locked down than he was this guy. I mean, this player is completely useless probably for the rest of the drive. Like, he's not going to do anything significant, I would say, because he's just out of range. Like, he can get back and put a tackle zone on this guy maybe, but for the most part, he's out of play. Damn, I missed the... I wish I could rewind and pause and stuff to explain things. But what we saw here was one of these players blitzed away the blitzer that was in base to base with the War Dancer, and then the War Dancer moved over this way. It was a good play. So yeah. Whenever you make a screen or a cage, you do not want You do not want players in base-to-base contact with the corners of your cage. This is where you can really see them break down. Because imagine, right, like this guy can just walk right here, and then this is a single die block. He has a 50-50 chance of knocking this guy over. Then you'll see this guy blitz on this guy, which again is 33% chance of working. But still, I mean, it's that's a significant chance that you just don't want to take. And this guy is stunned. Okay. So, if you take anything away from this this explanation, just realize that you do not ever want your cage to be in base-to-base with anybody. The only time you can ever really get away with it is if it's your big guy who's like strength 5 or 6 in a corner. Even then, that's, you know, iffy. It's just too much risk. See, the elf player now understands, or, well, he I guess always understood, but he needs to win this blocking war. So he brought down the assist. He's going to hit this guy, even though he could dodge away and come do something what others might consider useful. Ooh, what's going on here? It must be a push, because he's deciding, yeah, it's a push. So the problem there was he wanted to use his reroll, but he wants to save it for his drive. And really, he's putting pressure on the ball with just having these 3 guys here. And there's that block. He's putting pressure on the ball by just having these 3 guys here, so he doesn't quite need, like, he doesn't have to rush it necessarily. He needs to get the orc to score soon, though, because an elf team, like, they can score in 1 turn, but it's better if you leave yourself 2 turns. He does need to keep putting pressure on the ball, though. That was good. Oh, that was really good. That was a big payout. See, this is what I mean. Like, the elf player is getting all these blocks, and, like, he's getting more blocks, and despite having higher armor, the orcs are now at a man disadvantage, which is exactly what you need as elves. And so, like what I was saying, the orc player can get maybe a block with this guy, and then he can get a blitz. So he would get 2, where last turn, the elf player got the block on this guy, the blitzer, this guy, and this guy. So, I mean, he's still doubling him in blocks, which is what you have to do. I mean, when you play a kind of an agile team, oh hey, it's back, or whatever, it's, oh look at that, the block actually came into play. When you play an agile team, the blocking game gets slowed down quite a bit, unless the elf player just wants to die.